In continuation from part 1 of our interview video, here is part 2. Here are the global statistics of our EOGRRC alumni and current members. Our members come from Japan, South Korea, Indonesia, Vietnam, Thailand, China, Mongolia, Russia, India, Pakistan, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Turkey, Iran, Tunisia, Sudan, Oman, Slovakia, Germany, Canada, Mexico, Colombia, and Peru, all adding up to 23 different countries. Here is the number of former and current EOGRRC members by nationality. Here is the number of alumni and current members based on their program: 5 postdoc, 13 PhD, 5 visiting PhD, 24 MSc, 7 visiting masters, 2 visiting professors, 8 Masters of Engineering, and 13 undergrads have finished their program with EOGRRC. In continuation from part 1 of our alumni interview, the following are the questions that we asked our alumni and their answers. What made you become interested in joining the University of Alberta and EOGRRC? Yushi says, my research work conducted during my PhD study is close to the research area of Dr. Babadagli, so I could continue my research work on heavy oil alkane solvent systems. Also, the reputation of Dr. Babadagli in the research field of heavy oil recovery is the reason that finally encouraged me to make the decision to work as a postdoc at the U of A. Hector Leyva Gomez says, the company I work for was interested in preparing a specialist on enhanced oil recovery techniques. Because the majority of crude oil in Canada is heavy oil, both the industry and the universities in Canada have a better knowledge on the techniques used in EOR. Dr. Tayfun Babadagli is recognized in my country by his expertise in EOR, so the best option for me and Pemex was to become a member of the EOGRRC. Marian Korfanta says, my research interest was in the oil recovery from fractured reservoirs. Therefore, when I learned about the research program led by Dr. Babadagli, a highly respected and recognized leader in the research in porous and fractured reservoirs, I was very inspired to be part of his EOGRRC research group. Dr. Babadagli brings together the brightest students from around the world to be part of the research focusing on the next generation recovery techniques. Fritjof Bruns says, I knew that specifically studying in a foreign country away from my home country would further develop my professional skills and also expand my mind and soft skills by learning and adapting to new environments. While I was writing the literature review of my bachelor thesis, I studied a lot of papers published by Professor Babadagli and the EOGRRC members. I was impressed by the work they had done, and I was motivated to contribute and further the research of the EOGRRC group. How was your experience of being a member of EOGRRC, and how did this experience help you in terms of your career after graduation? Peter Batruny says, as an entry-level researcher, I received a lot of support from everyone, especially Dr. Babadagli. He would make an appointment to meet with me every week. He was very invested in his research and I didn't expect to publish a paper, but I ended up publishing it under his supervision. This was very helpful for me as I got an opportunity to learn how to separate noise from the data. Lanxiao, doing a PhD is a challenging task and can be stressful, but my experience in the EOGRRC group was busy and happy. This is partly attributed to the helpful group members of the EOGRRC, but the main reason is the steersman, Dr. Babadagli, who is very knowledgeable and always there to provide helpful advice. All the training and education I received from Dr. Babadagli helped me to stand out among many applicants, and I finally got the position I wanted. Hoffman says, the fellow students with international backgrounds of the rather large research group were very supportive for me when in the process of moving to Canada. With varying research topics, they made it interesting to work there, and I'm still in contact with some of them. The regular meetings with my supervisor, Professor Babadagli, and the whole research group were very helpful for a timely graduation. Nahai. Dr. Babadagli was very professional and really cares about the EOGRRC members. I learned to read related papers from other scholars and wrote technical papers based on the research results. Also, I learned time management skills from meeting the deadlines of the weekly reports. During my research, I needed to find solutions to cope with different problems from performing experiments. These transferable skills are very useful in my career. Do you have any advice for our current EOGRRC members? Dr. Kayhan Develi says, I believe that the group is the right choice for them if they want to have a strong career development in oil and gas recovery and reservoir characterization. Modern technological laboratories of the group facilitate the members to be able to produce high-quality scientific works. I wish all the members great success in their research. Marian says, you must focus 100% on your research and follow the instructions of Dr. Babadagli. On the other hand, lab work is time-consuming and requires a lot of concentration. Although you have the support of excellent technicians, many times you must be ingenious to solve your own problems with the available resources. Finally, enjoy your stay at the EOGRRC. It's worth it. Moreno says, take the opportunity of the facilities and resources that you have. Increase your knowledge as much as you can and explore your potential. Go to conferences and write papers. Share your research with different groups and within your own group. Almuatasim Albahlani says, be very innovative and think literally outside the box. And if you can burn the box, burn the box. Because without innovation, without talking or thinking one step further, you will not be able to contribute to the scientific community with something in you. My advice is to always challenge, even basic physics. Challenge your understanding. Try to change your mental status. Andrea Marciales says, enjoy the university life. Keep up the good work. And network, 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 network. Thank you for watching part 2 of our alumni interview video as part of the EOGRRC video series number 4. Stay tuned for the next video in our series.